Good evening, Super League. Welcome to the Season 18 Grand Final. It gives us great pleasure to welcome my my guest on co-coms tonight. It's a fella who's vying for his second star and who would make it on many a Mount Rushmore of competitive champs. Steve, right? How you doing, mate? You good?
Yeah, I'm great, thanks, mate. I mean, the Mount Rushmore thing's not sort of I don't feel I believe it up there, but maybe a bit of longevity about it. But yeah, it's good. I mean, it's been a great season over in Super League this season. To be fair,
yeah. Who would be on your Mount Rushmore out of interest?
Oh, four of them. Edwards. I mean, Teo's got to be up there with what he's won. I mean, to be fair, I've won a couple of different leagues as well. Teo Edwards, Dimble for his consistency, but he's not won a Super League. Has he won a Super League? I'm not.
Yeah, of course he has, mate. East Coast,
yeah. So yeah, Dimble, controversial one as well. Greavesy for me.
PRG.
Only person to ever win it from sixth place. So
yeah. Smuts is the only fella in the chat. Smuts, if you can just tell us so you can hear us all right. Just before we get into it, obviously most people will be aware that the save's kind of coming to an end, and we had an Edwards win, a Tato win, a Dimble win, and an Edwards win, which kind of sums up your shout there for your Mount Rushmore, Donald. Four great managers, four great sides, and you're hoping to add to it tonight, mate. But we'll get into it. So we've got Roxy against Smuts in the minor semi, which of course is a straight knockout. There's only the one leg, and this is how Rox goes with the now familiar long arrow from DMC. This has been Rox's best season ever in competitive champ. He was probably unlucky not to finish top. Steve, any thoughts on him?
Yeah, I mean, when you look as well, how well he's done. You look at them three, the DMC and his two central midfielders. Just obviously two of them absolute favourites of his. Kaluzny, an absolute barn pot. But then you look at Cassano as well. It's we what he's got in that team. You've probably got half a top class side, half a mediocre side. But the fact that he's just ploughed on and finished where he did, massive testimony to how he's done.
Yeah, and the thing that stands out for me there, Steve, is he's never out of the top six all season. I can't think of many sides that would be able to say that. He's never dropped out the top six all season.
No, which is you can't. I mean, obviously, we've got 1, 2, 3. He's had 4 weeks as well, being up at top spot. So maybe unlucky to finish as low down as he has. But no, it's probably been, like you say, it's best he's done, in fairness.
Yeah, and over to his opponents tonight, Fosse Road Unicorns, a team I know well from kind of being amongst it with Smuts in about the middle of the season. Danger men all over the pitch. This front five looks absolutely incredible. And then Side and Dyer, who've been very, very good. And Gerard, who I think it's fair to say Smuts never really used to rate, but he's actually been great in 2 unicorn sides now for Smuts. Any thoughts on his 11?
Yeah, he's just massive. I mean, for me, I think I'd prefer more of a tackler in that central, maybe swapping Said and Gerrard about. But
I queried that. I queried that in his submission. All right, cheers. I queried that in his submission because I thought you'd have Said sitting, but he wanted left. It's that how you submit your team in the click order. The click order went from right to left, and then Smuts, if you just confirm Hofland and Argel, or the right way around. But I agree, stay Side in the middle, surely.
But then again, he's played in that 3DMC role with an arrow for Campbell before really well. So, and again, it's probably Smuts' best season in certainly in Super League anyway. So big chance for him to try and get his name on a pretty list of people that have done the deed.
Absolutely. Smuts, can you just give me the green light that that's good? Because I know we were sending a couple of messages back and forth just to confirm. And then obviously you didn't spot Hofland and Argel needed changing on that one. So I just want to absolutely make sure I've got that right for you.
Yeah, I mean, he's saying there that Gerrard's been exceptional centrally. I mean, obviously a 7.57 rating don't maybe show that, but obviously I should imagine it's been shifted about a bit.
Yeah, and I do think you get some saves where he does sneakily go under the radar as good. He's doing great for Dragons at the minute in All Stars. Team seems to be much more balanced with him in. Smuts, if you just give us a good, maybe on mute. 2 seconds. Both sides, what you going for score-wise yesterday?
I can actually see maybe a tight 1-0 Fosse Road there, just looking at the two sides.
It is a straight shootout, this, no 2 legs, and of course the winner will play the loser of the Dudley Hill and Badgers game. Vieri with a half a chance, looks to be end-to-end. Dyer with a half a chance there. Van Nistelrooy, Nesta goes into the book. Feels a little bit more green and light green. Casano kills it over. Nobody really hit the target, and that is a big injury for Smuts. Dyer going off injured on 40 minutes. 56% doesn't look a massive one, but that could rule him out. I'm guessing it's going to be USD.
Yeah, then you've got to swap him with Gerrard there, haven't you? It's more of a tackler than it is. Or you try and get Gerrard in a game if you're losing that creative spark from Dyer there.
Yeah, he's not really played much as a right of a 3 DMCs, but his rating's been class this season for Smuts. I suppose there's worse people lost.
I think he's a stat padder. I think there's only really been in my whole time of watching it, he always rates really well. But I think it's just when he played for Fife, a DMR, and got quite a lot of assists. But I think he's very much a stat padder, isn't he? Oh, here we go.
And it is the substitute. It is the substitute who puts the side 1-0 up, sitting in the middle of the 3 at DMC, and it's been all Fosse Road. Exiles, let me just check my WhatsApps, just see if Rock submitted us anything. Took screenshots of everybody's.
I mean, to be fair, I think I should have just really stayed silent for this whole game. Obviously, I know Rox has got issues with me being on streams and his teams at this present minute. So.
Yeah, he does. He thinks you've got the number on him, doesn't he? So we'll go to 60, and we'll see. It's an as-is from Smuts with nothing in advance from Rox, and we'll see if the Exiles can turn it around, although it feels massively Fosse Road. So Roberto trying to get amongst it. Vieri with a half a chance. Free kick. And it is an equaliser on the click. Well, just before the click, actually. And Vieri, who has been unbelievable for Rox in the Exile shirt, brings his team level. Nothing fitness-wise to worry about. Fosse Road looked absolutely in control there, by the way, Steve.
Yeah, I mean, they've come back into it a little bit more there, though, Exiles, aren't they? Were it 8 and 5 beforehand for Fosse Road, so they've put a bit of pressure back on. Obviously, like you say, with form Vieri's been in, he's always going to be an outlet, be dangerous and getting a goal. But yeah, it's going to be interesting last half hour.
Yeah, Van Nistelrooy on a 6. Do you hook him here and put Trezeguet on? Probably not, but I've got a feeling Smuts might be tempted to do so. Joe Cole not really getting amongst it. Maybe Agahawa gets an introduction. But it is a straight shootout. So it's, I mean, what are you doing here, Steve?
I'm certainly not looking Van Nistelrooy for Trezeguet. I know Smuts likes Trezeguet. He's a player that he does like a little bit. I mean, his stats always look great, don't they? But for me, there's no there that tempt me to change anything, unless it were maybe narrowing it up and putting Totti up at a 3 AMC with Cole central midfield. Could be, just as they're trying to throw it completely out, but obviously he's going as is. So
it is and as is. Ronaldinho feels like Fosse Road have got back into it from the click on 60. We will slow it down. Ronaldinho, Van Nistelrooy with a fair shot over the bar. Uya is absolutely everywhere. And Costanzo, who's been really, really good for Rocks, puts another big save. Vieri, Raul. Raul's going to stand over the free kick. Nesta runs onto it, loses the ball. Hoffland with a big tackle. 77 minutes played now. Charlie Chaos, Hoffland, Totti, Smuck, and Chaos gets a tactical foul in there and escapes the yellow card. Archie Back scores the goal that could see Fosse Road through to the major semi. Van Nistelrooy now, Ronaldinho. It's been all green since the 60-minute click. Has Christian Vieri got anything to get his team back into it? It's corner to Fosse Road, though. Still, again, all green. Roberto now. Last chance saloon. Totti wins the ball. Nothing happening here for the pink of the Exiles. Got to get it in the box. Nigmatulin with a big save. Costanzo, Chaos, Nesta, Vieri, Kaluzhny, Raul, and Nigmatulin again. And that's another big injury for Smuts. It's another big injury going into the major semi. Larson here, maybe?
It's either Larson or, for me, stick Archie Back there with his
strength and his all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah. I'm sure I've played a saver. I've played him there before, and he's done half all right. But obviously, that's completely different to this sort of carry on. And like, just quick question on Fosse Road. Obviously, like you say, I know you've been involved with him. Obviously, the preconception is keep 2 players, and obviously the very Dragons like in terms of like having a big names. Which 2 would you be keeping out of that Fosse Road team if they were yours?
I'd probably be going Ronnie and Totti.
Yeah, me too.
Mainly because I think they basically both got the highest volume in that squad, I think, by some way. And it is Fosse Road who get through to the major semi with 2 injuries along the way, but that is part and parcel for this time of the season. Unlucky to Rocks, whose season ends, and he's been very, very good. And it's a Totti man of the match performance with the assist and also a couple of key tackles in there as well. In terms of the Exiles, Cassano and that kind of supporting pack behind Vieri just didn't turn up. And well done to Smuts. He's 1 away from a final. I know Martin usually hides the screen, but I suppose we are at the end of the save, so there's absolutely no need to do that. I don't think there's any secrets. Right then, so we're over to your game then. So the first leg was a 1-0 Dudley win. Scott Constantino. What's that about?
It's back shooter, is that, mate?
Is it?
It's back shooter.
Oh, it was actually Constantino.
I think I'd seen you make a comment about Const after he scored, like, but yeah, because I think is Maxim still out? I don't know if Maxim.
No, I totally missed that. Tato, don't just chill, mate. Don't worry. I know, mate. I know. Chill, you fucking beans. I couldn't do the changes because it was on the game day of Exiles and Fosse. So just give us 2 seconds, mate.
Could have changed, couldn't it? And
yeah,
just
but
make
it
sure that
physically wouldn't let
Maxim's
us.
back, because Maxim goes in if he's back, but I don't think
Hang
he
on.
was.
Just need to find Tato submission here. I'm in that many groups with him. I rarely get a one-to-one chat with him anymore. Right, Holland off for Agat. Where's he? DMO. And we've got Tomasi in for Ado. Put him in DMCR. Like that, Tato. And Ado on the bench for Ufulusi. There we go. Spud, let me know if you are. No, I wasn't joking, Tato. I didn't know it was like. No, I didn't know. I didn't know it was anybody else other than actual Constantino. So yeah, just give us a thumbs up or a perfect. These games are too big to fuck up. Where's the danger here, Steve?
Michael Owen, believe it or not, he seems to feel like he's done well against me quite a lot.
That's massive. 14 and 21.
Yeah, with 4 assists as well.
That's great. That.
Yeah.
That 767 is really harsh for that.
18 contributions in 17 starts is
that's crazy. And then over to yourself, Steve. You can do these live.
Yeah, I think it was just
Zanoni?
No, it was Riquelme for Emerson was on that bench. I think it was, mate.
Is that because he scored against you the other night for Dragons?
Well, it could well be, mate. Yeah.
Are you happy with that, mate? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way it's been working all right all season. I mean, to be fair, the good thing I'm happy about this season is I've got the joint best ever defensive record in league. We end on 17, and to get near that again with 18 this season, I'm really, really happy with that. So,
yeah, you do have a bit of a thing of being good defensively, which is something I never really historically associate with you. It's weird, isn't it?
Definitely not. Good luck, Tato, mate, as well.
Yeah, best of luck to both managers, 2 top lads, 2 quality champ players. Feels a little bit white and black, but the Badgers have got to be winning by 2 to get through. Mackay with a half a chance, but puts it over the bar. Definitely a player I associate with you, Steve, mate. Riyad with a half a chance through the wall. Keeper gets there. Can Dudley kill it before half time? No, they can't. It's still going to be a game of it and very, very tight. 2 really, really good sides. We'll go back to you first, Steve, just so you can have a little look. 6s for Scott Constantino and Riquelme and Bishkan. Some tackles being banded about there. Simeone having a good game. Over to Spud. Again, 6s and 7s feels very, very, very tight. Actually live doing bits as well as Klompe, as he usually does. David's missing a few tackles, and Henri and Owen not seeing anywhere near enough of the ball. Steve, you making any changes here?
No, I think I'll run it, mate. I'm tempted by Rossini to, but I think Rossini's played 1 game and scored 2 goals or something like that. He's played very little as one start, yeah. But
he looks a little bit underdeveloped for how far you are in the save there, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think so. I'll run it to 60 for now, mate, please. That's all right.
And it's an as is from Tato. Can the Badger boys get back into it? Henri with a header puts it over the bar. Roberto Carlos Constantino, they're both trying to get the game and get the goal. That'll put them either out of sight or into it. And Riyad stands over a free kick on 61 minutes as Tato looks for that goal. Still Michael Owen on a 6. Condition-wise, nothing of note. Do have Kejman and Brozek on the bench. Brozek, one of those players that can come off the bench and be a little bit streaky. Steve, you doing anything here, mate? Bishkan still on that 6. It's probably because of how quiet Tato's attackers have been.
Yeah, I think I'll go Riquelme for Rui Costa, mate, please. And I'll give Rossini a run because I think he used to play for Tato at some point, didn't he? So
yeah, he's definitely a Tato player, mate, any.
Hopefully, all club syndrome.
Tato, there's your full stats screen, just in case you want to have a little look there, mate.
I mean, Toldo with an 8, does that mean stats are looking a bit better than they were at half time? Maybe.
By
Yeah.
2. Does feel very, very tight. Does feel very, very tight. I think we might see arrows extended here by Tato, at least. Maybe 2 AMCs. Brozek in there behind Henri, maybe, with Scholes.
Yeah, see, the thing is, when you're at this stage of it, as much as you want to win it, I'd much rather Giggs be in this side, because if you're going to beat the best, you want them to have the best out as well. If that makes sense. Sounds silly, but
yeah, you don't want any kind of, you want to beat the best version of the team that you need to beat in it.
Absolutely, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big believer in that. I always get a bit worried when you're kind of not playing the top players, and David's eyeballs to Ram, but probably stopped short of a headbutt. Lythe has been everywhere. Mackay and Carlos trying to do it. 80 minutes. Let's slow it down. And Red trying to do it, but Stam's been absolutely massive. Cafu now. Dudley Hill can kind of just try and see this out if they can get enough of the ball. Mackay to Simeone, Rui Costa, Stam, Nicky Ferenko. Toldo's there, massive again. Is there a chance for the Badgers to get back into this, or will Dudley Hill have kept 2 clean sheets in 2 games to see this out? It looks as though they have. Rayard with a late chance, though. Lythe, Rayard, Henri, Hetman with a big save in the last minute, and Simeone clears it. And Dudley Hill will be 90 minutes away from a second star, but the Badgers have got it all to do against Fosse Road in the major semi. Steve, cannot say any more than keeping 2 clean sheets over 90 minutes against a good Badger side, mate.
Yeah, against Super League, mate. You can't knock that whatsoever. Yeah, not quite as dangerous as they were. Yeah, cheers to yeah, I felt like we were. The only thing I really, and I love Tato to death, but obviously if Tato beats Smuts, we're away in final, aren't we? So
yeah.
But
although no yellow cards, which is a good thing. I can't remember from your pack who was running a suspension, but you'll have a full 11 for the final, basically.
Yeah, I don't think there are anybody, mate. If I'm honest, or there were only maybe 1 or 2. The only big thing is now is I've seen Biscan has been really good since he's coming for us. In fairness, do I pull Kaladza back in, or I don't know, but I'll worry about that after this game.
Yeah, and Smuts, let me know you're there, mate, because you're going to have to do some live submission here.
Oh, and I see Clompe injured there. I don't know if you
for
noticed it.
Tato.
Yeah.
Right then. So this is where we're at. So Saeed survives the injury. We'll just see what conditions looking like. Yep. So Saeed's fit, but Dyer isn't. So that's the kind of big news there, Smuts. Saeed makes it, but Dyer doesn't. I'm guessing it's going to be Andre Uya and then maybe Finnan on the bench, maybe. I don't know. I'll just show you your full pack there, Smuts. And then while you're thinking about your options, we will just jump over to the Badger boys, who are missing probably one of the best centre-halves, well, top 3 centre-half by the time you get five seasons deep. And there is Tato's pack.
I mean, what is his injury, mate? Just so he knows if he does get to the final, that's
a week. And
I'll be back.
It'll not show us there, it will. So there's a week until he's fit and exactly a week until the actual final itself. And then we'll do the same for Smuts, just so he's aware. A few days with a stub toe. Dyer should make the final if he gets there, but some big yellers. Saeed, Orgel, Hoffland, Gerard, those are massive players with yellers ahead of a final. And then it's Okrongo, Tomasi. And there is Smuts' submission. So it is Andre Uya for Dyer. Swap with Gerard. And Cambiasso onto the bench. Don't think anyone else is missing. I'll just go back to their Smuts for you. just give that a glance and we'll jump over and we'll do Tato's, and then we will click kind of more or less straight away. If you can just give us a yes, that's fine. That'd be grand. And then we'll go over to the Badger boys as Daz joins us tonight. Evening, Dazza. How you doing, big man?
This one does his first live joins of Super League, is it?
Must be, yeah. A little bit of a hybrid thing going on because me and Martin couldn't get me permissions for the stream on the Super League channel, which was weird. Columbia for Ado, live to CB, Ado to DMC, with Tomasi into the centre as well. I'd rather they weren't physically swapped as that Naka's instructions. Don't think it does, but it's your team and it's your major semi, mate. So let's put them back and then let's do it like.
No, if I'm honest, mate, I don't think I'm not. Yeah, I'm with him on that. In fairness, I'm a unclick, re-click myself.
Unclick, re-click. Okay. So we'll unclick, and then let me just check.
I didn't know if it were or not, but obviously with Smuts being as involved as his website and stuff.
So, right, let me get me head around that. Cambias on the bench. So you want Uya in the middle, yeah?
Yeah, Uya in the middle there, yeah. So,
okay. I haven't got the tactics saved, Smuts. I haven't got access to any of the tactics.
No,
No, the asterisk isn't off its fuck. The asterisk is when I moved them around when we were comparing, when I moved to Hovland and Argyle, just before the last click. I haven't got any of the tactics.
You're moving back to where they were, though, aren't you? So
yeah, I moved them back to where I was and then done it click manually. And to be fair, I didn't do that for Hovland and Argyle, and he's just absolutely played a blinder and beat rocks. So yeah, I haven't got access to the tactic files. Otherwise, I would. Hence the reason why I'm streaming off. As long as you don't for Tato as well. Yeah, of course not, mate. Of course not. Holland on the bench.
He's already on bench, isn't he?
Yeah, I agree, Tato. I agree, but it is what it is, mate. It's his team and it's his major semi, so it is what it is.
He says he cares more than he lets on.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah. We'll see what happens here in this preliminary final. Tato isn't optimistic, but the Badgers are still a quality side. That DMC line's absolutely class. Nick Matullen with a couple of big saves. Henri pushes someone away there, a little bit lucky to escape a card, and we get to half time. Again, very much like yours and Tato's game, Steve. Very, very tight. Anything stand out for you in terms of the text there?
I don't know, man. I have not got a clue where this is going to go. I think Badgers need to find the scoring boots, especially being at home. But it stinks of going to penalties, does this one, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, that's a signal for anybody. I feel like both will go as is because I don't think there's anything in that stat pack to justify significant changes, really.
Nah, no, definitely not, mate. I don't think there's enough on that bench that can change enough when they're competing. And yeah, it's Matty Holland there, the big
a gap for Matty Holland,
Super League winner, Locomotive Boston.
Because of the stakes, we'll just go on fast so I don't miss the 60 and it doesn't jump to 78 or 85 or whatever. Ogronko will miss the final if Spud gets there, which could be massive without Klompe already. Davids wasn't one of those players on a yellow card, I didn't think, but it's still, he's on a yellow for the rest of the game. Davids with a big block there. As we get to 57, we'll go early. Matty Holland, Nick Matullen, Argyle, body check by Scholes. Scholes is given a warning, escapes the book, and we get to 57, but we'll be cautious rather than anything else, and we'll see how that goes. Are you doing anything there with your Spud, Steve? The danger he could overdo it.
I don't know why I didn't bring Salihamidzic on rather than Holland, if I'm honest. But on the season that shall not be spoken about again, Salihamidzic doing great for White Rose on right wing. I think he played about 8 or 9 games, got about 4 assists. I think he's one of the few DMRs that can play right wing and do okay. So, but again, it's. I'm not sure. I don't think I can do it. It's that tight. They're both playing cautiously pretty well. And scores off of Brozovic, which Tato's a big Scholes believer that when he's in your team do well. Taking him off for Brozovic, who I don't believe is an AMC by any stretch of imagination. I know he's a forward centre, but I hate him in AMC. I don't think he does that much. Oh, but if Owen's played well there for you, mate, fair enough.
Not much difference between the two squads, to be honest, bar the yellow cards for Badgers. Smuts hasn't said anything in a while. Smuts, I don't know if YouTube's been a little bit shit like it is for the All-Stars sometimes, and we're going to miss your message, but there's definitely nothing come through. Oh, there we go. And it comes through now. So we will go Larson for Argel, maybe just trying to protect that yellow card a little bit. Agahawa for Joey Cole. And swap with Totty.
I think when you do it on these screens, when in game, it don't mess with the instructions. But I think when it's pre-game, I think it sort of does. But it's still massively strong. That it's going to be a tight last half hour. This can't call it.
It is. The Badgers have struggled for goals. Could one be enough? Totty now on at that left-hand side. Okronko is on a booking, but he's still putting himself amongst it. There is Owen to Lythe, who has been really quiet, but he was really good against that Dudley Hill second leg. 66 minutes played now. Totty sent us the ball. Gerard with a big goal. Smuts said he'd been the key man for him. It's in off the post. It's the first goal of the season for Stevie G, and what a big goal that is. Have the Badgers got anything in them? Fingertip save from Toldo. Gerard again, he's everywhere at the minute now. Totty puts it wide. Badgers have got to find something in this last 10 minutes. Really struggled to score, really struggled to create anything massive across the 3 games in the playoffs. Saeed is absolutely everywhere. Van Nistelrooy back, hits the post. Van Nistelrooy, he puts it to bed. Fosse Road, and Smuts will go to his first final against Dudley Hill. And it is going to drizzle out and get to 90 minutes. And congratulations to Fosse Road, who are going to make the final against Dudley Hill. And there we have it. Badgers missed gigs massively, struggled to create with a load of yellow cards to boot. They would have been missing a couple for the final if they had got there. And over to Fosse Road with some really, really good performances. Stevie Gerard, man of the match performance, and an assist from Francesco Totti. So that takes us to the actual final. Yeah, we're getting loads of praise again. And Jacques, it doesn't make any difference because the save's going to die. Doesn't make a difference. It's left no specific instructions, so we will just click. Oh, he's got to defend Mendy at regardless how shit he's been. And we'll see how the pack gods are going to favour both managers when we get there.
Did I see Sigalco's on an orange? Oh, no.
Big choice, big decision. All right, then. So we get over to Fosse Road, who do have Dyer fully fit, and Hoffland, who is suspended. So we'll just scroll down for Smuts' full pack, and then we'll do the same for you, Steve, and hopefully... So your pack's absolutely clean, Steve. You've just got a decision to make on a 90% Maxim. You've got to play him, mate.
His injury? Oh, fucking hell.
You got to
tell you what,
he's
had some season on it.
You've got to play him in a final. Fuck me.
He's had some season on it.
13 from 14, yeah, and the rest.
Stick him
so what do you want to do? Because you're here, mate.
Stick him in for Constantino. Emerson for Riquelme. And Barton and Bub for Roy Mackay. No, I'm only joking. I'm not doing that.
Riquelme on the bench?
Just have a look at this camp for me, please, mate, if that's all right.
Mm-hmm.
And can you click on Kaladza for me, please, mate? I'll leave Biscan in and roll, mate. Let's go. Good luck.
So we will. Just one last look, mate. Check you're all right with that.
Yeah, it don't look too bad, don't that.
So we go over to Smuts, and we'll see what he wants to do. I'm guessing it's going to be Lawson in for Hoffland, Dyer back in for Ouya, and then switch with Gerard. But we shall see. If Smuts wins it, do you reckon he gives us half a star for this?
What game week were you coming? It was about 12-13, wasn't it? It was about halfway through.
No, it was earlier than that, I think, mate. It was about this bit here. And then Smuts took back over about here and then turned it around again, I think. I can't remember. I think actually it might have been here. I might have been from here to here. But we'll see. Smuts' team. He's the one that's got them to the final. And we'll just wait to see what he wants to do. Give him all the time in the world because it's a final that fucking matters. How are you feeling, Steve?
Nowhere near as nervous as I was when I got to the final when I beat Odger. Nowhere near as nervous as the year after when I got to the final and lost to Campbell. So I think you got to a point where what will be. You sort of start thinking game's a game, innit?
Mm-hmm.
And after my the final appearances in the Atlantic League as well.
35 penalties.
I tell you what, maybe when you talk about final appearances and stuff, maybe I do deserve to be on that Mount Rushmore. Fuck it.
Absolutely, mate. Back yourself. Perfect. Smuts is happy. Best of luck to both managers, both there on merit, and probably the best two teams of the season. So it's only right that you both get there. Little bit of blue and yellow early doors. Bobby Carlos seems to be getting himself about. 90 minutes played. Bobby Carlos again mentioned in the text, but that is defensively. Someone went into the book for a foul on Cafu, I think. Big save from the Dudley keeper. Feels very end-to-end. Fosse Road just growing into the game a little bit now. Felt a little bit Fosse Road heavy towards the end of the first half, and the stats do reflect that. But again, very, very tight across all 4 games we've seen tonight. And this goes with it. Maxim still doing fine on 85%. Stay nothing to worry about there. Just probably starved of the ball a little bit across the team. And Fosse Road have had a little bit more of the ball. Argy back on a 5 and a book, and that's usually ripe for a hook. That, in fact, when Smuts didn't think he was going to be able to make it, his instruction was to hook anyone on a 5, really. But we'll see what he wants to do in the final. Steve, you doing anything there, mate?
No, I think I've got to leave that till 60 minutes at least. So.
And then we'll see what Carlos wants to do. Feels like 1 goal could be enough here, Steve.
Yeah, I still feel we're defensively strong enough to maybe hold them out. But if I'm honest, I feel they've got a bit more. Take Maxim out of the equation, I feel they've got a bit more star power going forward than we have.
Yeah, that front 5's absolutely class. Absolutely class. It will be that front five against how good your defence has been, won't it? Dyer running down Agahawa, Mackay there at the back doing the defensive work. 51 minutes played. Bishkan feels like you're struggling to get hold of the ball at the minute. Stay behind by Bishkan. Agahawa, Ronaldinho, Carlos gets it away. Dudley Hill under a little bit of pressure as we get to the 60-minute click, and bang on the 60 minutes. 6 from Emerson and 6 from Maxim, but again, nothing to worry about in terms of condition. Steve, there's your full stat sheet, mate, for the final, just in case you want to see it, digest it. Just give you a couple of seconds there, bud.
Now, I'll do Rui Costa for Emerson, mate, please.
Rui Costa for Emerson, a little bit more attacking, and we'll just see what Smuts wants to do there. 6s for Dyer and Joe Cole, but other than that, looks pretty solid for a final. You're not really going to steamroll anybody. Dudley, just remind us again there, mate.
Rui Costa for Emerson. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, mate. I'm probably going to shoot my load here. And no, I'm not going to do it. I was going to put arrows on AMCs, but I think the whole setup keeps me solid, so I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. Nearly.
And we'll just see what Smuts wants to do. And again, we'll just give him a bit of an extended period. Give him that.
Yes, I've been to 4 finals in competitive champ. My 3 losses have all been absolutely unlucky. Golden goal against Aggies. Stupid penalties in ASOL. It's been a bit mad, really.
Smuts, I've seen you trust the process message, but whatever message was either before that or after that hasn't came through, mate. So I'm assuming with trust the process, it's an as is.
Well, I mean, the Agger Alpha back that you did, that was the last message before the trust the process.
So if you can just clarify, Smuts, we haven't seen your as is if there has been an as is. I know it's your first competitive final, mate, but we kind of need to know what your changes are going to be, kidder. Yeah, all right, lovely. Fantastic. And we will kick back off, both managers being a bit conservative there and not kind of chasing the game, which makes absolute sense in a final. Dyer goes into the book, free kick now. Bobby Carlos on the edge. Nick Matullen does well to tip it over. Cafu floats it in, and Nick Matullen's there again. Rui Costa, Simeone, free kick. Bobby Carlos. Totti gets it now. Simeone feels as though he's just kind of growing into the game here and getting a little bit of control. Mackay pushed by Agahawa. A little bit of blue and yellow pressure here. Nicky Franco gets a touch. Saeed. Van Nistelrooy puts it narrowly over. Rui Costa, Carlos. Nutmegs Ronaldinho. And it's a yellow card for Agahawa. 80 minutes. Is 1 goal going to be enough? Bobby Carlos again. Cafu. Excellent tackle. 6 minutes of added time. How's your nerves, Fosse Road and Dudley Hill? Are we going to get anything? Bobby Carlos again. Mackay. Shot hits Dyer. Ronaldinho saved it in style by Headman. Mackay. We are bang on 96 minutes. Totti. Stand with a tactical foul. Dyer. Drives at low goal, and it's a 96th minute winner for Fosse Road in the Super League Grand Final. What a sickener for Stay Right, but Fosse Road and Smuts are your season 18 champions. Stay, I'm not going to come to you for your thoughts, mate, because that's an absolute wound. I'll come to you in a second. And Fosse Road get the job done with Kieran Dyer coming back in to that DMCR position, rather, and winning it there for Dudley Hill. Bobby Carlos deservedly get man of the match performance. He looked absolutely everywhere in that second half, as well as Simeone, who tried his best but just didn't have enough in terms of probably not 100% fit there, Maxim. Any thoughts there, Steve, mate? That's raw, that.
I mean, looking at that, didn't deserve out of it anyway, but yeah, after season we've had, and congratulations on the half star. Yeah, fucking hell, man. I don't think I want to get to any more finals anymore. I just want to be happy just to be involved. and just
To be
spin
fair,
him all.
it's a coin toss when you get the final, mate. It's an absolute coin toss. Like, it really is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Two good
massively.
sides.
And that
You look at the
96
players in
minute.
both.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know what's worse, the 96 minute in normal time or the 106 minute bloody Bruno winner for Aggis. I'd probably say that's worse than going to extra time, in fairness. But anyhow,
commiserations, Steve, and well done to Smuts and the Unicorns, winning his first start. Obviously, Smuts, which is absolutely massive. Congratulations to him. I think that is it. In terms of tonight, and into the lap of the gods and into Martin now to decide what happens next. So stay unlucky, mate, and congratulations on a great season. Congratulations to Smuts, season 18 champions. In a bit.
Cheers for finishing it off, mate. Appreciate it.
No worries, mate. Anytime. See you in a bit, kid.
See you, bud.